Hey there, this is Eli Delaney with mybusinessmarketingmentor.com and marketingmentortraining.com. And in this video, what we're going to talk about is how to find followers on Twitter for business. So if you want to use Twitter for business in your marketing, what you're going to need to do is you need to develop a large following of people called followers. And this is what you're going to do in order to get the most out of using Twitter for business. Just like email marketing, you need to build a list to be able to communicate with them. You need to start building a larger list. Doesn't do any good to have 10 followers on Twitter if you're looking to communicate and build your business out there. So what you want to do is you want to start getting larger numbers, no different than your email marketing that you're already doing. Now, most small business owners don't get how Twitter works as an effective marketing tool, and you're really going to get an advantage out of this, because once you learn how this works, you're going to be a step up above most of your competition that's out there. And this is great for most business owners like you who want to take advantage of the social media tools that are out there. Now, you can get a great exposure out there without spending a ton of advertising or a fortune on advertising and marketing. The reason for this is because Twitter is free. The cool thing about it, in order to build a following on Twitter, here's a few great ideas that'll get the snowball rolling for you. Number one, find out what other businesses are that are already using Twitter. Look at the businesses that are in your area and see if they're actually on Twitter already. Now, find the ones that actually get the same type of customers that you do and start following them. The idea is, as an example, let's say for instance you're in a carpet cleaning industry and maybe painters, or one that really works, it's kind of interesting, is that they're not the same type of industry. Totally different is dry cleaners. Carpet cleaners and dry cleaners tend to work really well, but the reason is that they serve the same type of customer. So what you can actually do with this is, if you start following a dry cleaner in the carpet cleaning industry, you can actually follow them and connect with their customers or their followers. And what you want to do is you want to take part in their conversation and see what they're doing. Watch what they're doing, see what they're posting out there. It's going to give you some ideas. The more ideas that you can have on how people are using Twitter out there, it's going to give you some ideas for content, because a lot of the things that I see is people really say, well, I don't know what to post on my Twitter feed. Well, this is going to give you some different ideas. And then what you want to do is you want to follow some of the followers that they have. Not the people that they're following, but the followers that they have. And what that means is those are the people who say that they want their information. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually follow some of those people, because those are going to be your target market. What's going to end up happening with that is, if you're following some of them, there's going to be a good percentage that'll automatically follow you back just because you followed them. And Twitter is going to show you everyone that's following those people. So if they've got 5,000 people that are following them on Twitter, you're going to be able to see that entire list. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at that list and start adding 10 to 20 people that look like they might be a target market from your list. So basically, if you go down the list, you're going to find information on those particular people that are following that person or that business, and you're just going to look at their profiles and see if, is this a person that could be a potential customer for me, and then you're going to follow them. But you don't want to do everybody, and this is really the kicker with this. You want to start by adding 10 to 20 people at most. If you're going to do this on a daily basis, which I do recommend, follow probably 10 a day. Now, the reason for this is that if you add too many people at a time, you can actually get banned on Twitter. They do have rules, because they want to make sure that you're not just following anybody and everybody. They want you to be following the people that you're going to have a connection with, a relationship with them. Plus, it's bad karma just to pillage somebody else's followers. You don't want to just go through, look at one person and basically scam their entire list from them. What that's going to do is it's just going to look bad, and it's kind of on the borderline unethical. So, but you do want to find people that do fit your perfect customer profile and just add a few at a time. Second thing you can do is you can search on Twitter. You can easily find Twitter users using Twitter's own search engine. It's really cool, because you can actually find out some great information and find people that are in your area. So what you're going to do is, if you click on the search button and go to the advanced link. The cool thing about this that makes it such a killer tool is that you can actually search by city, state, and even a distance from you. So you can actually go through and say that you only want to find people that are 10 miles from you or 20 miles from you. And it's not going to be 100% perfect, because people actually put in their own information when they sign up for the Twitter account. So they may not be 100% accurate, but you can start with this. Use that distance tool. If you're looking for people that are only in your very close geographic area, it's a good way to be able to limit that down. And this is a great way for target marketing, because you don't want to be, communicating with people across the world if those people aren't people that you can work with. Say you're just a local coffee shop. Well, obviously a local coffee shop isn't going to be looking for customers in New York unless they're in New York. So you can actually get some pretty targeted marketing out of this. And what you want to do is you want to start by finding people in your city using the keywords that they might search for, something like coffee shop or personal trainer. And then what you're going to do is it'll pull up a list so you can see what people are talking about based around those keywords. So, and you can look at it, and when somebody asks a question, what you want to do is you want to go in and answer it. And then as soon as you answer the question, then follow that person. That way you've already got a connection with them. There's a good chance that they'll likely follow you back pretty much just because of the fact that you followed them and you were helpful. You answered a question for them. It's that simple. It's really all there is to it. You want to make sure that you post great stuff and so they can see how much value information you send out. So when you're posting your stuff on Twitter, try to make sure that you're educational. Make sure that you're, if you're posting links to other articles or even links to articles you've written, you could put them, link them to your blog post or onto your website. That's really helpful. But also you could share other information. Say for instance, that there's another store in your same complex that's running a sale. You could say, hey, our neighbors down the street here, blah, 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 running a sale. Here's a link, and send out a link on that. Information like that is really helpful. And what happens is the more cool information you send out, they're going to start retweeting that and sharing it with their friends. And what will happen is that the more people that see that, more people go, oh, well, these guys seem to put out a lot of good information. Maybe we should follow them. So they're going to check you out and they're going to start following you from it. Third thing is make sure that you add your Twitter ID to your signature. And this is one that gets missed all the time. This is kind of the golden nugget out of this video. What you want to do is if you really want to use Twitter for business marketing, you need to make sure that everyone is aware that you have a Twitter page, that you're using Twitter as a tool, and this is going to encourage them to follow you. So here's what you want to do is number one, add your Twitter page link to your email signature. Now for mine as an example, when I send out an email to anybody, I have my signatures. It says Eli Delaney with mybusinessmarketingmentor.com and follow me on, and I have a link to my Twitter account. I also add all of my other social media sites in there too, like my Facebook and my LinkedIn and all those. But the important thing is that you add that in there and say, hey, be sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Eli Delaney. And you would just change the Eli Delaney to whatever your particular Twitter ID is. But if you use something like that, put that in your email signature. Anytime you reply to somebody or anytime you send an email to somebody, they're going to see that on the email, and if they're using Twitter, they're going to be likely to actually click on that and then go ahead and follow you also. And then second thing, be sure to tell your customers. If you send out an email newsletter or like a monthly newsletter, whether it's physical or email, be sure to mention it in every email that you send out. Again, if people are using Twitter, then they're going to check it out. They're going to start following you. This is going to grow your list. The cool thing is a lot of people that aren't using Twitter, but they've heard of it. They want to know what the buzz is. What they probably will do, they'll go ahead and click on that link, check out your Twitter page, and then they'll go ahead and sign up also. So that again will grow your list even further. And the more people that see your post again and again and again, they're going to start following you. The idea is that the more people that see it, the more people see that you're providing good information, you'll get more followers from that also. It's very easy to get 10 to 20 new followers every day if you follow the simple steps. Now, it's not about getting thousands of followers each day. This is going to be a slow process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's about getting a consistent increase of loyal followers, and that's really the important key here. Some people are out there using Twitter, and basically all they're doing is their goal is to just get as many followers as possible. The problem is that it's untargeted. So what ends up happening is you might have 2,000 people following you, but maybe 100 of them actually care about what you say. So what you really want to do is take it slow, look for the right people, and as you start building your list, you'll have a more responsive list. They'll pay more attention to what you say. That's really the most important thing. You want them to know exactly what you're or really want to know what you're talking about and pay attention to it. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the video. If you like this video, you really do want to take your business to the next level using Twitter for business, then definitely check out our website, mybusinessmarketingmentor.com/Twitter-business, and we've got a download for a free Twitter for Business step-by-step guide where I walk you through some of the greatest resources to find followers, build your list, and make Twitter a great marketing tool. And the cool thing is it doesn't cost you a dime. This is all very, very easy stuff to do. Alrighty, so again, this is Eli Delaney with mybusinessmarketingmentor.com and marketingmentortraining.com. Hopefully you like this video. Thank you very much. Take care.